Alright, so I want to apply for a grant and help people with resources like food, water, not all the above. I won't rule it out, but homeless shelter is Featherfest, as crooked as they was, can do it, I can do it. And I won't say who gave me the information, but he told me that they are on a block grant, which is why they were able to help me and a few others was that grant. And he told me the grant was good for 6 months per client. So I would like to do something like that to help people, especially it moved me seeing all the people out tonight and the weather. The people stranded out in this weather, and I want to be able to help some people get off the street, whether they're good or bad people. In my omens, Kylie and I help good and bad people, all kinds of people. And seeing what my hair doing is it's wet. I don't see the grays when it's wet like that. I don't know. It's the angle I'm at. Okay. Normally I see them around the lining right there. But anyway, so got back from the library and I don't know where I'm gonna spend Christmas. You know, Kay reminded everybody that was in the building because she was so loud that Christmas is next week, and not a bad thing. She's excited about Christmas. That's Christmas is a oh, sorry, Kylie, that's for you. Christmas is a time of year to be excited. I'm not excited. My depression comes and goes, and I gotta go try to see my doctor real soon and get my. I've had several mental evaluations, but this is gonna be a new one, and it's gonna give me even more of a paper trail so I could get on Looney Tunes check, get a crazy check. People have been pushing me and telling me, I know you want to work, and they might let you work partial. Like they might let me work a desk job and get my Looney Tunes check, because I don't want to just be where I'm solely dependent on the system. It's not that I mind lounging around getting a check, it's the how long is that gonna, you know, wherever the money's coming from, how long is that gonna stay stable? I'm gonna give myself some relief and put this cream on. Hang on. I'll put this antibiotic ointment on. I'm down to my last pack, and I'll be right back with y'all with full my face in it. God, it felt so much better. Alright, so okay, so I didn't do my arms, I just focused on the face. I know y'all just saw me going to town like I was at lunch on my just so it ain't itching anymore. And Bay St. Bernard Bay bought me this. This was $50-something. Hydrocortisone. So maybe I should put that on the bed, because if I don't put it up here with me, I'm gonna forget to put it on and start itching. People, when they have kids, it's like that. You forget to do things. Mother used to talk that way. Yeah, this is like a really bad spot to, I don't know what made this thing choose to bite me right here. But he did like a kill shot. It's like, damn, bow, bow, your ass. What fucking around? Who the fuck this damn parasite bit me at? And there, under the chin, there too. Like what a Joker do his Just like smile like that and shit. Like you got me in my Joker spot. My Joker spot. Oh man. Avery used to smile like that to try to make me laugh. He used to do both, make me laugh and give me the willies, man. That shit creeped me out. I hope I used that right. Willies. I think willies is when you creeped out. So, yeah, right now, I'm just thankful to be back home. And the block grant, it's just something I'm thinking about to help people to alleviate America going up in flames and before it becomes an even poorer country. It's weird seeing pennies on the ground. It's so weird to see pennies. It's so weird to see cash when cash recently, and I ain't gonna say how I got there, but I don't wanna people to know everything. But at some point, what goes on the dark comes to light. But yeah, felt so weird spending it. It felt so weird holding it. It's just like why do people even still pay for things? Like that's how disorderly the country is right now. I feel like it's so disorderly. So this is the one I'm scratching right here. I'm gonna put some hydrochloric on that. Can't get all of them, at least get the ones that's itching the most. I don't have the strength to hit all of them. They all need to be rubbed down. I don't want to do too much to them. Then I passed somebody on the bus stop on the I ain't got no passes right now anyway, and God is not leading me to ask, but it's a lot of things that that's just something that he's standing firm on. I prayed about it long and hard about the bus thing, and God is just he's standing firm on he's standing firm on me and the bus thing. So as far as I know right now, he wants me to just, I got some strong views on that. He wants me to, I was going to try to say, there was some things he wanted me to say on that when I got back home. I don't remember what they are, but other than I saw a person on the bus stop freezing, and he looked like he was hoping I was going on board with him. And I won't say where it was at, but I really think he thought I was going to board. As cold as it was, I think he thought I was getting on the bus. But I don't have the resources of cash to get bus passes and shit like that right now. And so yeah, he really thought I was about to go on. And I did not, but I got I saw something crawling in this apartment probably. I got like a little equivalent to heat rash when you've been out in the frigid temperature in your skin and from you scratching and burn. Yep, so burn, and now I got some burn scars instead. So it's the same sensitivity that I have to sunlight. It's the same when I'm out in snow. I gotta watch how red my nose gets, and it's one extreme to the next. But back to the bus stop. They've been doing it on every stop, and the drivers riding around looking for passengers. And I'm thankful to God he's not putting me on the bus to ask these people so they can say no. Well, I got a handful of stuff in my arms full of stuff, and they say no, because they don't have to say yes if you ask for a ride, because that would have to be what I'd have had to do if God led me to get on. I'd have to ask for a ride with the certainty of them saying no, because the homeless people, they have a way about them of getting rides, and I'm not going to get into what they do when they ask, but I'm not going to do all that to get a ride. And Chicago isn't that stretched out. I'm not super brand new like I was before. I've been here I don't know how long. I've been here since the summer, possibly the spring, maybe May. That's enough time to get to know the area. It's not as stretched as I thought, and it's nothing worth going 2 hour walk. It ain't nothing in Chicago that's worth a long walk. Most everything I need to get to get food and groceries, that's a close walk. I work from home in VA, so there's no, the libraries, you know, it's convenient enough. It's like 70 something libraries where you can find one close to where you live and where you're squatting or whatever. So the libraries, there's no need for me to travel long distance in Chicago. So that's I'm gonna tell y'all something that you don't want to hear. As soon as we get done with this cold weather, y'all gonna be like, I can't wait for this shit to be over. We gonna go right to heat. You know how the summer was like extreme heat and you couldn't bear to be outside? I couldn't bear to be outside. It's coming again. As soon as this cold weather passes, it's gonna be hot as fuck. This is the new normal. I'm telling you, the government is like fucking with the climate, and they scientists. If you could shoot snow out of a like a little cannon, you know, same people like when they put on displays for Christmas. If you could do that to a community, you could do it to a state. That's the government doing this shit. They fucking with the climate and they cloud seeding. And if you don't know what that is, that's your fault. So I looked into it to find out what cloud seeding was, and so that's what we're going through with the climate right now. So I want to read with you from Numbers. Well, I still got a little charge on my phone, but I'm not gonna do it with my cankles looking like this. My cankles is looking I got a little rash on my ankles from scratching, being out in the temperatures. And once again, this is like when I was homeless and I had ailment after ailment from being outside because of my complexion. But it was safer to comply. My kids wanted me outside. Where's mom at? So it was safer to comply, so I went outside. So right now, I'll read, pay attention to Numbers. We are in the last days. And we, all of us, should, as individuals, should pay attention to Numbers. And I'm gonna read from the book of Numbers, and I'm not sure what chapter. Jim Carrey did a movie about Numbers. I'm not sure. Okay, I don't have to sit here bone dry. I just realized I got a Coke right here. Oh, got a little friend right here. Trying to get him something to drink. It's the same damn roach that keep coming up. I'm not gonna tear my house up for him. I was just about to do some crazy shit just to get this little motherfucker, but I'm about to see if I can shake him. Okay, I gotta let that go because I just about to tear my apartment up trying to get this one little roach. About to tear the damn apartment up. All right. This close to moving out, I'm about to tear the let me tell y'all something while I look for Numbers. Let me tell y'all something while I look in the book of Numbers. There are no more rules. If you're crossing the roads and shit, and you're in your car, and the world just doesn't come to it ain't rules no more. It just feels weird doing things by the book. Feels weird, like I told you, paying with cash feels good, crossing roads and reading signs, and people getting set on fire in subways and shit. And guess what? I found Numbers. I'm not gonna show y'all this time because On the side right here in Numbers, it says, this is the first book of Numbers. It says, may the Lord bless you, protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. Numbers 6:24-25. Numbers 1. Registration of Israel's troops. This is where I just happened to find it. I was just opening it up, and it's a game we played, me and Alexis and Sarah. Just open the Bible and see where it went. Because sometimes what I'm looking for, even though I looked in the table of contents, when you flip it open, it doesn't always flip the way you want it to flip the pages. So I flipped to the first chapter of Numbers. So we will. A year after Israel's departure from Egypt, the Lord spoke to Moses in the tabernacle in the wilderness of Sinai. On the first day of the second month of that year, he said, from the whole community of Israel, record the names of all the warriors by their clans and families. List all the men 20 years old or older who are able to go to war. You and Aaron must register the troops, and you will be assisted by one family leader from each tribe. These are the tribes and the names of the leaders who will assist you. Tribe: Reuben, leader: Elijah, son of Sedur. Simeon: Shulameel, son of Jesus Christ. Adah. Judah: Nashon, son of Amminadab. Issachar: Nathanael, son of Zor. Zebulun: Eliab, son of Helon. Ephraim, son of Joseph. Elishama, son of Immahud. Manasseh, son of Joseph. Gamaliel, son of Pedazur. Benjamin: Abidan, son of Gideoni. Dan: Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. Asher: Pagiel, son of Okran. Gad: Eliasaph, son of Jewel. Oh, this is exhausting. These are some fucking big ass words. Naphtali: Hira, son of Enan. This should remind me of boot camp when they used to call all our names out. It's like, shit, you should have pronounced everybody names correctly. These are the chosen leaders of the community, the leaders of their ancestry. I'm stressing out. Tribes, it's pressure. You don't want to mess up God's word. The heads of the clans of Israel. So Moses and Aaron called together. This is a version of the Bible I'm not used to. I grew up with the King James Version. I'm still getting used to the NIV. I'm not even sure what version this is. I'm putting my mind to rest and find out. What version of the Bible is this? It usually tells you. New Living Translation. NIV. So this, no, that's not NIV. The New Living Translation. I've never heard of that. I'm not sure where I left off in that moment where I put the phone down. I might have to go back to where we started. So Moses and Aaron called together those chosen leaders, and they assembled the whole community of Israel on that very day. God, I'm so tired. All the people were registered according to their ancestry by their clans and families. I've been looking forward to this footage and space on my hard drive to talk to you further about the Word of God and about all the other things, worldly and godly and all the above. about Kylie and I's life together. The men of Israel who were 20 years old or older were listed one by one, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. So Moses recorded their names in the wilderness of Sinai. This is the number of men 20 years old or older who were able to go to war, and their names were listed in the records of their clans and families. Tribe, Reuben, Jacob's oldest son. Simeon, it's got 22 to 23 next to Simeon. Number 46,500. 22 to 25 Gad. That's spelled G-A-D. 45,650. See what I said about numbers? I don't quite understand this book. 27 Judah. 74,600. Oh, God, these words is exhausting my cheeks. Pronunciation. 28 to 29. Asachar. 54,400. Zebulun. 30 to 31. 57,400. And it has a concordance. We don't need to go through all this. Alright, so more numbers. 32 through 33. Ephraim, son of Joseph, 40,500. 34 through 35. Manasseh, son of Joseph, 32,200. 36 through 37. Benjamin, let me follow, 35,400. 38 to 39. Dan, that's 62,700. 40 to 41. Asher, 41,500. Jesus, this is what I remember hit me about Tony with the coke. Yeah, coke to get through this. 42 to 43. Naphtali, 53. And my tongue's getting used to these big ass words again. 53,400. These were the men registered by Moses and Aaron and the 12 leaders of Israel, all listed according to their ancestral descent. They were registered by families, all the men of Israel who were 20 years old or older and able to go to war. The total number was 603,550. But this total did not include the Levites, for the Lord had said to Moses, do not include the tribe of Levi in the registration. Do not count them with the rest of the Israelites. Put the Levites in charge of the tabernacle of the covenant, along with all its furnishings and equipment. They must carry the tabernacle and all its furnishings as you travel, and they must take care of it and camp around it. Whenever it is time for the tabernacle to move, the Levites will take it down, and when it is time to stop, they will set it up again. But any unauthorized person who goes near the tabernacle must be put to death. Each tribe of Israel will camp in a designated area with its own family banner, but the Levites will camp around the tabernacle of the covenant to protect the community of Israel from the Lord's anger. The Levites, are responsible to stand guard around the tabernacle, so the Israelites did everything just as the Lord and commanded Moses. I just had a weird memory hit me as I smelled my upper lip, thinking about one of my all of my former abusers, and I'm thinking about going into a new relationship and being intimate with someone is it's a very it's not scary, it's just weird when you've some people have only been with one partner. I gotta get this wet towel off my booty. Some people have only been with one partner their whole lives. And so I've had, well, those were not partners, those were abusers. But You know, like only one person gets to kiss your lips, and you've only been with one man or one woman. Like some people have only had one. Doesn't mean you don't love who you're marrying, but you know, some people only have one partner. So I believe in monogamy, Kylie and I, and it's just weird when you've been intimate with someone else. I'm not gonna get into the different ways to express intimacy, but you know, kissing, hugging. I'm getting some weird memories of when Tyson used to kiss me. That's the kind of thing I need therapy for. Like kissing someone new. It's been a while since I really kissed someone. And I don't know the last time I kissed someone. Maybe that's why it's on my mind, starting over. And well, the last abuser I had, that was like, you know, how you kiss your grandmother. Like, you know how you kiss your grandmother on the forehead or the cheek, but like, I mean, like a real kiss, like a tongue kiss, or like lip to mouth tongue kiss. I don't know, a lifetime ago. It's been a lifetime, and I couldn't tell you who it was with, other than I can't think. Tyson is the only person that comes to mind. That last time or possibly Cat, possibly. I'm not gonna say her whole name because that wasn't a good memory, but it possibly was her or Tyson. Is the last time I had like a real kiss from somebody. That was, like I said, that was a long time ago. It's at least been 5 or 6 years, and I just really hadn't thought about it. You know, I've been doing doctor work, like I'm, you know, not getting any time to do anything for myself. Like gathering groceries isn't exactly romantic, so I really haven't had any time for romance. I haven't had any time for romance, and the last couple guys that I had sex with, they meant something by that, but they didn't want to kiss me. They didn't have to say it because they just didn't do it. But you know, thank God they didn't, because I don't know where their mouths have been. Like looking back on it, they didn't go down on me either. So I'm thinking that they done me a favor, because I didn't know them very well. Some guys are like that. They think that they're gonna be protected from germs, and like they're hygienic, and they have weird little hang-ups. Like they have weird hang-ups. That's the best way to put it. And this one protects me, so they wouldn't be lying about that. You know, different germs come from different parts of your body, and they didn't want my mouth germs, and I didn't want theirs. So that worked out. Like, you know, because I wound up picking something up from one of them. It was bad enough without him going, you know, down on me and him kissing me in the mouth. So that worked out that he offended me and didn't want to. I was offended, but now I'm quite. I think I owe him a thank you. I can thank him right here, because I sure as hell don't want to see him no more. Because these are some offensive people, but it wasn't about that. It was just about sex. So we was just horny, and oh God, that omen about my sex life came pretty quick. I'm already talking about my sex life, but yeah, I don't know the last time. It had to have been those two people, so I haven't had a Illinois kiss. I haven't had an Illinois kiss, and I've been here since May or June this year, 2025. And yeah, I have not had the other states either. The other states, I don't want to get into the states I cut through, so it's on my mind for a reason. And could be the way that damn security and I was looking at each other and just, I've been trying not to get involved with anybody at that library. It's just American culture. You gotta just be just careful, because when it comes to consent, when it comes to even the kissing part, you gotta be touching a person. Period. You just gotta be careful with consenting and I'm gonna tell y'all, I got no choice but to come forward. This damn thing on my arm is really giving me an issue right now. It's like he moved to one little spot and it's just done poofed up. I hate to leave y'all on I was enjoying y'all getting a close-up of my face. Then the damn thing that started bothering me as I'm trying to talk to y'all. So I'm trying to get get it to open. Get the, I hate to say it, get my skin to open. I'm trying to get, I don't know if that's a good idea or not. You know your own body better than anybody else, and my gut instinct right now is telling me to try to get this. I show a lot of my surgeries on. It's itching like crazy right now. It's itching like, I don't know how to describe the comfort level, but it's not very comfortable to have an itchy feeling underneath your skin. I feel like you gotta keep. Sometimes when scabs got to come off, your skin gets really itchy. And, this is like all the above. This is like a itch from the rash and an itch that I got a scab that needs to come on. Okay, so far, surgery went good. I'm trying to show you without showing you my tit. I want y'all to get a close-up of me. Not with me in distress. I want y'all to know. And, so what was I talking about? Yeah, I hadn't had a kiss yet, and this is maybe, the Illinois, she was looking like she wanted to kiss me. Their security, the feeling was mutual. I don't know, just one thing, it was overwhelming, and one thing just led to another. The eye contact just got to be, maybe that's the reason it's on my mind. I don't know, last time I kissed someone, a real kiss, like, not like I'm kissing Granny. In a lifetime, maybe that's why she just picked up on it. She probably picked up on the fact that, probably just picked up on the vibe. I don't know. But I I really rather not get involved with her in that way. Um, but maybe it's just safer to go along with it. Maybe it's safer to go with it, you know. I don't know, but yeah. So she was giving me the bedroom eyes. I was giving her the bedroom eyes, and maybe that's why the kissing thing is on my mind. So yeah, I just haven't had time to slow down. Mom used to talk that way about her life sometimes. So I'm still in your line, Ma. Still in your line that I haven't had time to slow down. Like I really, it's been that way my whole life so far. It didn't just start in the military. It didn't just start when I started high school. I don't know if other people have had that experience. My uncle said, my hair dripping from where it's still wet. My uncle said, because we're living in the last days, and that's why my life's moved so quick. But then I talked to some people who was remedial. He told me he was remedial. He said it depends on who it is. He said your life is moving fast because you're going places, and he said my life ain't going nowhere. I can laugh now, but I did not laugh and laugh at him. But yeah, let me check my arm. This thing is, hang on. So I have to be careful because people, whether you're a man or woman, you can use sex as a weapon. So I'm just not so trusting because you're vulnerable when you have sex. I just getting used to. I'm looking at life through a different lens now. This is a new lens. New, some people call it new hold on life, new grip on life. Some people call it. It's just the best thing I can do is just put on a seatbelt because my life is not slowing down. It's actually getting faster. To Kylie, her prayer that she been wanting my life to go faster, our life to go faster. Put on a seatbelt, baby. And bitch. Ooh, hopefully I had the right tone when I said that. I don't know. You gotta be careful when you say things like that. Make sure it's got the right percussion. What was it, rip? Yeah, percussion. Like music. Because we got the wrong tone and it's offensive. But anyway, let me tell you something. It's been going fast. My life and Kylie's life. Generic coat. And I still been planting. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 2 things of water, 2 gallons of water. I might be at a gallon and a half. I got some ginger ale left, and I got some trying to stay hydrated, even though I don't know if where I'm going is gonna be the bathroom police or not. But I don't have those issues anymore, and I mean I still have anxiety, but it's not as bad as what it was because God is helping me to deal with the legal side too, with like going to get paperwork to let's say wherever I move to next, have bathroom police, and I could show them all my documents, show them, unfortunately as evasive as that is, show them my paperwork, medical work, medical reasons, for the frequency in the bathroom and for sunlight conditions. So he's that calms the anxiety instead of just saying I gotta go to the bathroom. You're dealing with the bathroom police. You can't just vaguely or just say. You got to give them a full report. So have some paperwork to verify where you're going and what you're doing. And you living in somebody else's house, they're gonna count how many trips. My mom used to do it with me. They're gonna count how many trips you make to the bathroom. When certain people are like that. Not everybody's like that. I see people go to the bathroom, and if I see them going frequently, I don't. I got better things to do than count how many showers you take a day and count You know, it could be a water bill thing. I know, and I had a couple people I was staying with where they complained about the water because when you flush the toilet, yeah. My mom used to claim that was why she watched me so closely in her bathroom because she said it runs the water bill up when you flush it all the time. And she thought I was in there messing around. I'm like, no, I really gotta go to the bathroom. So I'm just praying to God that the next move from here is Kylie and I's mansion, and I gotta put this phone down. The rash is acting up. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have, y'all. Well, the hard drive is gone. But to be honest with you, right now, my mind is all over the place. Let me put this damn scratch stuff on. I forgot that I had it. And I'm gonna be liberal with it. Since there's a whole jar of this shit. I'm gonna show y'all how red this thing is. From where I've been scratching it, from where it's just irritated. Yeah, I got so distracted by talking to y'all and dealing with this rash, I forgot. I'm trying not to contaminate the jar. I'm trying not to like incessantly wash my hands. So look at how, yeah, you can see how red that is. Can y'all see how red that is? Yeah, that's where I've been scratching. I decided to put the hydrocortisone on and stop scratching. And now it's like really red. So I'm trying not to touch it right now. Sometimes I put this stuff on and it's still itching. Like right now. So security probably just know I'm vulnerable right now because I don't know like where I'm gonna be living in the weather being inclement like it is. She probably why she putting the moves on me like this. She probably like she don't know where she gonna stay at. She wondering if somebody gonna be out there shouting at her, telling her to move along. And she wouldn't be wrong. I am very much vulnerable right now. So I'm wiping it off. I just put it on, but it's itching so bad. I'm gonna just took it off. It's just really itching. Looks like that was a good move. Show you how the paper I've been reusing because it's a time in my life and it'll eat your money up when I used to just go run to the store every 2 seconds and buy toilet paper. Anyway, so I'm trying not to think about it, but God actually just prepared me for that moment. I did not expect to be talking about it was public information at this point, my move at the library, but God just led me to not to cover it up and talk about it, and I didn't expect that to be the conversation when I was down there, but God gave me the words to come out of my mouth to just admit it. And you know, I don't understand, you know, everything. I don't always see everything clear. I don't always get everything, but if Tyson was good to me, you know, and I don't even have time to read my posts. Pretty much 99.9% of the time I don't have time to read what I even wrote. Other than when I'm writing it, I don't have time to go back and enjoy it, but I have time to read it while I'm writing it. And I remember in the post saying if Tyson was good to me, I would have never left. You know, if the weather wasn't like it is, I would have just given it another try. But the weather so being the way it is, and the weather being, maybe that's why the security looking at me like that, like, oh yeah, I knew you like that dark skin loving. That she don't really talk like that. At least I don't think all the time. Okay, she kind of does talk like that in moments, but it's yep. So is this a good thing? Things just have a way of working themselves out. My mother used to say that And maybe she got that from me, but yeah, so yeah, if the weather wasn't like it was, I would have been like just ran back to him, trying it again. So God using the elements to deal with me, and it ain't much different with Shay and that house, that weird freaky house, the freaky dicky shit. That's what the men in the community are telling me about Honor Street. Sound like you escaped some freaky dicky shit. A bunch of men in there posed up like women. That's some freaky dicky shit. So yeah, the weather wasn't like it was. Yeah, the weather wasn't a wake up call. My ass be back up in that house. So God using the weather as a wake up call to wake me up. And I need to eat a little bit more than what I ate. And I burnt off what I ate because I had to get up and go right back out. So, and my prayers with the kid, I hope y'all got something from numbers. I know I did reading numbers. My prayer with the people who are moving out like me this month. And my prayers will be with you. And I left a piece of paper on his door because he keeps flagging me. And I had to find out the hard way, like when I saw him talking to the police and overheard some of the conversation before they left. And I left to give him privacy. This is some of the information I was able to pull from online. You can see that just different shelters and stuff. And some place called Spark, calling 311, different things. So different stuff. I left him a copy. I got me a copy. I gave a copy to that weird he, she, it that flagged me on the way out the library. I gave it one. I wanted to live. I really didn't want to stop and talk to this person, but it was safer to you people sound crazy. I'm gonna fry my phone and just max it out and just keep talking till there's no more storage space, because y'all sound crazy. Take y'all to the kitchen with me while I make a hot dog. I'm gonna make a trying to make sure y'all can't see my titties and stuff. Salad dressings, but I'm working with what we got. And this period that I'm on is getting to be the most annoying period, and it's heavy bleeding. And, eating a hot dog. I'm not gonna let my mother be the only one. I don't like the kind of roaches that I'm getting in this apartment, in my apartment, because those are the kind of ones, the little ones are the ones that crawl in your ear. They ain't the big ones, even though they all annoy me. They all annoy me, but yeah, the little ones you gotta watch, they're crawling in your ear. So I don't know what the plan is. What God's gonna lead me from here? What's gonna happen? I know I can't try to make it to Kylie in the snow on foot. I don't know how I would save food for the trip. My life is totally different than my mother's life. She played it safe her whole life. So I'm not going by anybody that's come before me. Neither is Kylie. Her life is totally different than her parents' life. That's hard to do. It's easy to follow in somebody's footsteps, but it's hard to go the path that's traveled. My mother, I'm going to tell you the story she told me. I don't know how much of this is true. Throwing this away, I don't like ends of bread. Like most people have their preferences if they like crust on their bread or they pull it off. I don't like crust. Well, it depends on what type of bread it is. Like a cake, then I like the blunt end, but not on a sandwich or something like that. On a muffin, I like the blunt end. But like a bologna sandwich or a steak sandwich, yep. Take the all right, you get the whole idea. But anyway, Mama told me she was a seamstress, and I don't know if that was a job or not. She used to always tell me, you can't believe what people tell you. And Mama, another one, I don't know if she did or not. Ingalls. So Mama played it safe. She told me she worked at Josette for like 10 plus years. Told me she worked at Ingalls for like 20 plus years. And drove the same car for like 20 years. And but not me. So, you know, she played it safe, and but she was always miserable. She always complained about that. She always said she wanted to do something different, and she had a life full of regrets. That's the thing about playing it safe. You wound up with a life full of regrets. You know, other than us being homeless when we was kids, off and on, sleeping in her car. I don't remember her ever having to worry about being homeless, like playing it safe. I know that's why people play it safe, because they don't have to worry about homelessness and keep the same job for 30 years and stuff, because that's that stability, that employment stability. And I don't mean to name drop, but the caseworker I'm just leaving, she I'm not gonna say her name, but she only had about 2 jobs, and she's like 60 plus. But she has a roof over her head, even though it's temporary. So that's. But it sounds like she has regrets. That's the thing about um, keeping the same things, staying the same, and not changing is you wind up with regrets. So my whole point is I don't know how long I had that. The cars I have, it definitely wasn't no 20 years, but maybe longer than 5 years, maybe 10 years on at least one of the cars. It's not a long time, but God's ways are not our ways. I thought about keeping the car about 50 years, and I remember the mechanic telling me, he laughed and said, "You can't, cars don't last that long." I was like, man, I don't want to pay no damn car note. And, yeah, just little different things like that. And, yeah, I've been praying hard, because it's really cold outside. I've been praying. And I never seen my mom go through anything like this, so it's not like before we were estranged, it's not like I could call. I tried when I was going through different things, call up and say, "Hey, Mom, what do I do about this?" Like, if you got a parent that has been through something that you're going through, and you could just go through it and tell them, "Hey, I need some help." "Oh, baby, I've been through that before. You just go through that door, blah, 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 And so when I went to Ingles, I was in cable. When that's the one she recommended to me. When she went to Ingles, she told me she was in pipe, so it wasn't no advice I could ask her. It wasn't no, sometimes you can ask your parents because they've been through what you've been through already. Alright, so trying to, fans, y'all want to know what I'm, stay glued to me until I lose, until I max out my hard drive. Y'all want to keep an eye on me. That's fair. Y'all want to know what I'm doing. What's she up to? What's she doing? I've been through some traumatic things that are on my mind, and I don't know if this is too hot for TV, but I can remember being out and homeless and being on my period, and somebody saw, because I didn't have the cash to get Maxi Pass. And just trying to survive the different elements outside. It's on my mind, you know, with the deadline coming up and not knowing where I'm gonna land. So it's on my mind. Wondering where I'm gonna be. It's the cold is different in Mississippi than it is in Illinois. Like, this is you can't you can survive the snow, you know, but you gotta insulate your dwelling really well. You know, you can survive without a heater. Without a heater in the snow, but you gotta really have like your tent insulated really well. You gotta try to keep your heat in really well, and you're gonna have to start you don't always need a campfire, but you know, if it drops, even if it dropped really low, if you layer it up and you have the right clothing and you properly insulate where you are, I won't rule out. We all, you know, I see people leaving and going in their cars, and you never know when your car might clunk out. You might have to turn your car to a shelter. Try to keep you some plastic. Plastic is a good insulator. It really, plastic keeps heat in, it keeps things dry, and it keeps out the rain and the snow. Plastic tarp. If you don't have a tarp, plastic trash bags. So my whole point is, I like to think that life is perfect, but it is not. And if you find yourself trapped out, and I cannot, and I'm not allowed to come and get you because of what I told y'all before, then have a plan, and then have a backup plan, and have a plan B, C, D, E. Mom never talked that way. She just had a plan B. I'm saying have all sorts of plans, because you say you're just going out to the store for some milk or something, and you wound up getting jammed somewhere, and you going. I did it when I was a teenager, and I did it in my not too long ago, probably yesterday. I just did it I did it a moment ago. And I forgot just that quick. Going outside with wet hair when it's cold outside. Just seen it, but at least I had a hat on. Seen a teenage girl with her boyfriend, and her hair was wet from the shower. She was out in this weather. Now, oh my God, I was a concerned parent. Which they made it to the car, and yeah, just have a plan. You gotta turn something, make a makeshift camp out of wood and sticks, and just tarp it with whatever plastic you can find, whatever cloths and blankets you can find. Put that underneath the plastic, and you know, if the weather permits, build a fire. But I always recommend, as a last resort, because fires are so dangerous, like, try not to build a fire. But if you feel like your feet about to fall off, go for it. Don't take the risk in having to get amputated. And but still, use your own judgment on your feet, because they knife happy. They're gonna be trying to cut your shit off just because you said you couldn't feel it, and they done went on ahead and you done told them to cut it, so they gonna cut it. And they could have just fell asleep and woke back up, but you got excited when they said cut your feet off. So that is, so just don't be so trigger happy with the knifing. They're gonna give you what you want if you say cut your feet off. And it probably just needed a little nap. Woke up, foot done fell asleep, toes, and then woke up. But my whole point, keep them moving, keep the blood flowing, keep the blood flowing. And it's the government doing it. I'm ready to end this damn video, but the government's like, shit, normally by now this thing been a contact. And but I'm gonna tell you this, like, weather is unforgiving, and yeah, it's on my mind. You know, what this guy gonna do next? You know, I hadn't had a real kiss, and yeah, like I said, a lifetime, and you know, where is my partner now? Not in a discouraging, I hate God way, but just in a, God, what are you doing kind of way. Like, I'm running out of time, you know, I'm not getting any younger. She's not getting any younger. She's almost 30, I'm in my 40s, so it's time to, I don't want to spend another Christmas estranged from her, and ready to meet and stuff like that. Hoping that we get to spend our first Christmas together. And, I'm just feeling really depressed because it's the economy, and it comes and goes, like the economy stuff just come and go. Yeah, I can't get it off my mind. Like, that me and Kylie and I, sorry, we house people on our property, and I'm seeing tents. On my last ride on the bus, I don't know where I was at, I saw tents all underneath the bridge in frigid temperatures. I saw tents. God knows who's in them, and I saw all these different people in the inclement weather that probably won't survive the season. You know, I keep wanting to use my hand warmers, but God keeps saying, you know, keep those, save those for a couple of years, let them go out, don't lose. It's like when you have a gun. It's always good to, well, I gotta stop myself right there. It's always good to keep several in the chamber, not just one in the chamber, leave several in the chamber. So that's what my philosophy on everything in this life is, like, treat it like a gun, keep a couple spares in the chamber. So I'm keeping a couple of spares of those hand warmers in the chamber. Keeping a couple of those in case a bigger, like right now feels like a big emergency, but bigger emergencies always get bigger in this life. They always get bigger. Something bigger's coming. So I might need those hand warmers, and they might discontinue making them. So I'm gonna gotta just be prepared for everything, and couple of those in case. I never thought they would be like so valuable to me. I already gave one away to a child. And, I'm not gonna get into the crazy shit that he was saying, but the shit that he said made sense. But American television. So yeah, I don't know what God is gonna do, but well, it was one of the scariest times in my life when I was on the road, not just one state over another, all of them, being out, surviving the outdoors, not just the streets, but when I was in the rural jungle areas, the wooded areas. It was all very scary, and I couldn't look back at my old life, and so it was weird when God wanted me to call Kyle, like, you know, I did all this to escape my past, and God wanted me to. Now it makes sense why He wanted me to call him. And so closure. That's what I could say that would be. And I never thought he watched my show, but he watched my podcast and read my post. I was flattered. As much as he insults me, insulted me, I would have never thought in a million years he even would take the time out of his day to be on my Facebook or my other social media accounts. And it's the one that was like the it's getting to be like pretty I can remember before I moved up here, I can remember seeing the weather like it is now, but I really never had time to address how long it stayed. But you know what? I just don't remember. It didn't stay long. When I used to watch, not bored, but like watch the news for other parts of America, I can remember weather like this, but it didn't stay like this long. It didn't. This been here sticking with us for a while. And, so you know, I finally got y'all to myself. I don't know what kind of situation I'm about to go into. I don't know where y'all gonna see me turn up next. But they burned me with Feather Fest, you know. 6 months. They gave me 6 months in this kind of weather, so they wouldn't burn me further. It was tempting to go and deal with them because they was talking about getting me a phone. It was tempting, even though I don't need a phone. It was tempting to go and take the bait. But God told me they burned you. Don't let them further burn you, because they put you in a temporary housing in this weather, and so don't get burned further. So I've burned noticed this company, and got out while I could still get out. I was still able to get out of that situation. And when I'm seeing people out, they got a panic. They're scurrying and they moving like it's a speed walking. They speed walking. They're not just. So I don't know if all of them. They're homeless. There's no other way to put it. And, it's just alarming. It takes one to know one. When I was at that age, was when I needed my mother the most. And she was always telling me, when I used to come home to visit, that my visitation rights was only so long in her house and to get out. That's the look these kids got about themselves. They got a look about them like they visiting somebody for the holidays. They're homeless, but they visiting somebody living out their cars. And my heart goes out to them. The ones that don't have a choice and under somebody's thumb and making them act a certain way and stuff. So my heart goes out to you, and I hated that you had to go through what you're going through. So I don't know where to put something on. So I'm gonna listen to my kids when it start to act up and start itching. Tag it. So I'm gonna put something on top of this since it's starting to itch me. And then I may have to take it right off if it start itching again to where that's all I can say. So I'm putting on more of this cream so I can be somewhat comfortable during this interview. Y'all are interviewing me. So I'm used to suffering through things, and I keep telling myself you don't have to suffer. So snapped out of it and treating these wounds right now. I'm not scratching, so that way y'all can see me up close. I'm even gonna get right here around my eye where I can feel new ones coming up. I got a whole jar of this stuff. Let me stop being stingy. Got a whole jar of it being stingy, so and now y'all can see my face. Just put on something because I was going to town on a couple of them. The bumps. Now I can now that I got them lubed up, this come a long way. I used to be scratching right here a lot. I don't mean to jinx it, but I have been scratching there, moved from here and here to here and here, and now I'm scratching there a lot. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that's on my mind. I sometimes wonder why life didn't work out that way, like where I'm at a house, like doing the wife thing at home, cooking and cleaning for somebody, and not having to be out in this weather and stuff like that. Sometimes I do. Got a new one that's coming on my back. It's right here, on the back of my neck. But yeah, sometimes I wonder, like, why didn't life lead me in that direction? And then my mom used to try not to have regrets. Lots of people do, and she used to talk that way, like she wanted a different life, and I feel like my mother in some ways, because I'm like, why didn't that kind of life pick me? Like, I would love to be somewhere just cooking all day, even though I hate cooking, if it means being out of the climate, just being indoors and being in a climate that's not going to kill my health. So yeah, being a stay-at-home wife versus out on rescue missions, out on the streets, out. So yeah, I have regrets too. Like, I wonder sometimes, like, did I do everything in my marriage to, with all of them, If I had done some things different, a lot different, with my life gone different. I think that's human nature, especially when the life is going through changes. I think that's human nature to think about things, especially when you're like a near-death experience. Near-death storm, this weather could very much kill everybody who's, including myself, who's experiencing it right now. And I think that's why we've all been connecting, because we realize this is a chance that some of us might not make it out of this. And I think that's a reason I'm looking back on my life with my abusers, and I'm thinking, did I make the right choice coming to Illinois? Did I make the right choice coming here? Was this the right choice? Because there's a good chance I might not make it out of this storm. I don't know what kind of storms they're having in Mississippi, but the last time I talked to, I'm not going to say his name, last time I talked to him, he told me that the heat was worse. The heat was getting worse, so they got their own storms, and so I don't know, like, if I'm going to make it out of this. I'm trying to be strong for everyone, even people I'm not okay with. I gotta eat soon. He knows how much you can bear. God does. He knows how much you can bear. I gotta get something to eat. I haven't had much to eat today, and I see people going around with a fear and panic like I've never seen. People are scrambling, and it's like a fear and panic I've never seen in my life. And why are people living outside? We covered that they're homeless. Somebody had a place to stay. When you have a place to stay, you're not going to be out. Not in this kind of weather. Some people really are that stupid. Some people, it goes beyond my fans. Like, they're just stupid if they're out in this weather and they got a place to hold up. I had to get something to eat. Like, seeing the police today was even, like, out of place. Like, having a criminal record is background check. All this stuff's like out of place in this world. Like, there's no more rules anymore. It was like an out of body experience. Seeing the brick and mortar sidewalks. I'm thinking back to all the deer I saw when I was in, it wasn't just one state over the other. I forgot which states, but I saw a lot of deer along the way. They're not always friendly. They can be dangerous. They're not just the male ones. I forget all the different names for them. But all the different age groups and sexes of deer can be pretty dangerous. They can definitely be very dangerous. So from the looks of it, we all do the same thing. It's like a eviction slash move sweep for this entire area. Everybody's moving this month. I'm seeing everybody with all their furniture and shit and all their stuff out. I don't know if the guy downstairs knew they was coming. He just stayed as long as he could. Or if they just surprised him and did that to him. And for once, I don't think Kay was being nosy. I think she was just being concerned. I know she was just being concerned. Yeah, it's just it's a lot of shit going on. I really. This isn't really how I picture my life. I really pictured myself stuck in Mississippi for the next 50 years. I really never saw myself getting out so quickly. And that is a part of the reason why I always wonder how I hold up in other climates. Who doesn't think like that? How you gonna hold up another climate? It's definitely on my mind. It's on all our minds. Where are we going if there's not room at the shelters? The shelter's not a guarantee. There are people on the street for a reason. Life isn't that simple. You call a shelter, poof, you get a place to stay. It's not insensitive this time. People just don't want to believe that our culture is that cutthroat. But we are. But it's worth a try. Worth a try. God damn. Alright. Roaches are bad because of the weather. Keep telling myself if I can survive the travel up here, I'll be okay. If I wound up on the streets again, I keep telling myself I can survive the climate, even though, as far as I know, I've never slept out in the snow. I've heard of some people who could do it. I've heard of some people that could, I've heard of people sleeping out in the snow and surviving it. They were doing it during caveman time. That's why they wore animal skin. Because animals, I never thought about it till now, but animals survive sometimes. Depending on the breed. And more the ones that lean toward prehistoric animals. I'm rambling, but spiritually I can feel the people and verbally telling me, we want to know what you're doing at all times. And so I don't want to suffer that light in my face. And, so people have had mercy on me and letting me turn the light off. Because the damn light was all in my face. So, yeah, prehistoric times, you know, in the snow, caveman wore animal skin. They skin them and skin the hide and make clothes out of them. And that's how they kept warm in the snow. It's probably on my mind because I'm wondering, am I going to have to do some things I don't want to do to stay warm this season? Am I going to have to go caveman? You know, I still don't know if I'm going to be on the streets or not. And it's on, as young as I am, people want to not just help me, just to help me. They want to know for themselves. Like, I mean, people, if you work in a job and on minimum wage, you can be let go at any time. You can be terminated for no reason. Illinois is probably at will. You probably don't need a reason to fire people. People are concerned. How are they gonna pay their rent and stuff, you know? I got my little reminder right here. Got my reminder of God and His promise. I'm gonna keep trying to help people. I keep trying to. I'm praying I could. It's a child involved now, so I really got to come up with something to and quick, you know, because if the cops showing up, that's it's not always bad, you know. They might have given him more time. At that place, they might have given him more time. I don't know. It's on my mind now that I've seen him because of the weather, and I had hoped that they had lined something up. I had hoped that they had just been hoity-toity and sedity and just didn't want me to know and just told me to go fuck myself. I thought maybe that they had found something, and that's why they've been so secretive. But from the looks of it, if the cops are here talking to them, they ain't found nothing. I thought they found a place. You know, because sometimes that can happen. You know, that happened with me. The cops showed up. And I ain't gonna say which person. When they had put me out, the cops had showed up, and I had found a place, but it had just, I was waiting on some money to come in to some government funds to get moved. And so the cops showed up before that money came, but then when the money, by the time they gave me extension through the court system, because I knew the cop, and he used to play football with my cousin. I told the story before, and he so he gave me like 3 months. It was like 2 or 3 months. I'm pretty sure it was 3 months. So I had time to come up with some money, but it was different then because I was getting cash from my work. I was getting do volunteer work now remotely. I was getting cash, so I had time to save up on top of the funds I was waiting on, the check I was waiting on. The check I was waiting on was my stimulus check. I didn't get my stimulus check when everybody else got theirs, so it was perfect time and it was right on time. And the people, they got so excited. I ain't gonna get into the it's gonna make me mad. I'll forget about talking about that. With the way how I got treated. Trying to make sure nothing crawling on me. In this apartment, I just turned the lights off. So back to the young man, but yeah, it was giving me hope because I'm like, maybe they know a place I could go to. And from the looks of it, we both got the same idea. He looking at me like hoping that I know a place that they could go to. So it's the change to neither one of us know, like and I know safe haven, but I don't know if you gotta be military. If they take people, they take families. If they take civilians, I don't know. Military, I know safe haven is and with the weather, it's an extension of the military, and with the weather, the shelters have got to be crowded. One of the ones I found said until it's filled to capacity or something like that. I don't know if some of these people I saw in tents are intense because they don't want to live in a shelter, or if the shelter was packed and didn't have room for them. So that's probably what's working on the cops' minds is seeing people out in this weather on the streets with no place to go. And I remember now, I'm recalling a memory before I became homeless in my adult years, and I remember a cop telling me that it broke his heart to see people on the streets homeless with no place to go. I think I just had an accident. But it's probably it's wearing on my mind too. And seeing him like that, there's nothing I really can do. If this was like if I was in a house and Kylie and I was in our mansion, and that would be, we bring him a heater out, and then they let him live on the lawn. The rules are just the rules. When me and her house the homeless, we just don't trust people in that way. These are total strangers. We put them on the lawn, and we would give them a heater and come check on them. So, but this is not my house. This is not I don't own the apartment per se. It's a rental. I'm renting, so I don't get to do shit like just have people over here that's not on the lease staying the night, staying temporary, and staying long term, because then I violate my lease agreement. And it's not only that, it's also unsafe for a woman to carry on in that way. Just have people. I prayed about DJ when he came over here. I prayed about that. I don't know when this film is gonna run out, but in my prayers, all of us, this whole area is in my prayers, including myself. I don't know where all these people gonna go. Like I said, I've already seen a mass quantity of them on the streets already. And probably the woods. That's what God's been putting in my heart. And probably these people in the woods and trying to, you're supposed to put your body heat together. You're supposed to cuddle up and shit. Cozy up by a campfire. I can't say why God, I don't know why he chooses certain people for certain things, but he didn't choose me to just sit at home and cook all day. But sometimes I wonder if I did something wrong, not to end up with that life, So right now I'm waiting on the camera to for me to run out of hard drive space, because I'm starting to fall asleep. This video with people, my fans been getting so damn crazy.